Aloha and welcome to Remote Promote. For those of you joining us for the first time, Remote Promote is a project that was created with an intention to support small business owners and entrepreneurs with the online communities and have the online communities delight in the services that are presented here. And today it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Jim Garman. And Jim and his wife Suzi own a State Farm office, and they've been having their own office for over a year. And collectively, they've been with State Farm for a period of over 15 years. And welcome, Jim. We're delighted to have you today. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here, and thank you for the opportunity to talk with you and talk about insurance.
Yes, absolutely. So, Jim, first, can you share with us what is your philosophy regarding insurance and why do we need it?
Okay, great question. And insurance, the basic philosophy is insurance is something that you have to have, but you never want to use it. So how do you really understand what you should have if many people don't want it, don't feel they don't need it, but you really have to have it? So insurance is then intended to protect you against the catastrophic situations, the things you don't plan on. You don't plan on hitting somebody with your car. You don't plan on a water hose for your washing machine breaking and flooding the kitchen. Things like that. Those are catastrophic damages that you don't expect, and not the problematic. It's not, oh, my faucet broke, or I got a flat tire, or things of that nature that probably aren't even covered anyway, but things that you don't have readily available, the funds readily available to pay for out of the bank. So the huge things that happen that you just don't expect. And that's what it's there for, to protect against those things.
Oh, that's so great. And what would you say are the important aspects to understand about insurance?
Okay, another good question. There's three things that we look at when we want to sit down with a customer and learn about them and protect them correctly. And that's the whole thing. It's protecting them the best way possible based on their individual situation. If you come to me and say I need car insurance, I don't just give you the minimums and say have a nice day out the door. I want to understand what you're about and explain what we need to protect. The first thing we look at is lawsuit protection. How can you get sued based on a mistake that you might make, or an accident that could occur? So that lawsuit protection, or in insurance terminology, that's your liability. Your cars have your personal injury and property damage liability, as well as your comp and collision that help you out, things of that nature. But if you hit somebody with your car, it's going to cost a good amount of money to go to the doctor and become healthy again. So that liability, that lawsuit protection that protects you. The second one is protection of your home. Your home is your biggest asset. That's your world revolves around your home. It's where you live. So we want to make sure that's protected correctly. We don't want to underinsure you. So if the worst case scenario happens, we want to be able to rebuild your home correctly. And then we don't want to overinsure it either. Why pay too much and not have that kind of payout? And then within your homeowner's insurance, there's always liability there as well. And the third aspect that we look at is loss of life. And that one's kind of a hard topic for a lot of people to come out and say, hey, Maureen, do you have protection in case you die? It doesn't really come out that way, but death and loss of life is an important thing to look at. What happens if you pass before you plan, or before you think it's going to happen? Is your family protected to live the lifestyle they want, to be able to afford things such as their home and their cars and their bills? If it's a family with several children and suddenly you lose the major breadwinner, that's something you need to look at. So that's a very important conversation that we like to have as far as loss of life. So there's a lawsuit protection, loss of home, and loss of life. And those are the three big things that we look at. And it's how we get to know our customers, understand what they really need to give them that full protection package that works for them.
Oh, that's super great. I love that you're so comprehensive. And lastly, Jim, what would you say that sets you apart in this industry?
Okay. I love this side of things, because the nice thing about State Farm is that we are still face-to-face. We're individually owned offices. Many companies, and as well as insurance companies, are going to virtual call center concepts. The State Farm has a call center, but every customer has an agent. If they want to come down to the office, when the world is ready for it, they can do that. We talk over the phone, we email. It's a person that they can talk to, and they know they can talk to me. They can talk to Suzi. They can talk to someone in the office that knows their situation. And by having that personal connection, John can call me and say, hey, Jim, I got a new car. Can you take care of me? And, within a matter of minutes, I know who he is, what he's about, what he needs, and we can swap it out. Things of that nature. So it's that personal touch that really goes a long way in this day and age where so many things are point and click, sit on hold for half an hour before you get to talk to somebody, maybe from another country, maybe not. But it's so much better to call me up. Hey, Jim, I need to talk about my policy. And it's that quick and easy. That personal touch goes a long way.
I love that. And Jim, what areas specifically do you serve with your business?
We are located in Scottsdale, Arizona. And so, but we can service the entire state of Arizona as far as the property and casualty, which is home and auto. We do business insurance, and then life insurance is one of those things that can be done outside the state as well. But primarily it's state of Arizona, anywhere in the state, as well as then, life insurance can be anywhere in the country. So we have that flexibility for that side of things.
Okay, perfect. Thank you again for joining us. It's been delightful having you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, happy to talk about our philosophies and what we can do for our customers and potential customers.
Awesome. And we'll include all your information in the chat section so people know how to get a hold of you. So thank you again. And for those of you that are interested in promoting your business on Remote Promote, we would love to hear from you. Or if you know somebody that would be interested, we'd love to hear from you as well. And until next time, aloha.